My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. Well, I'll tell you now, comes to a point where we might just I'd say, get out a little white, and plain white, that is, not vanilla white, plain white, and I say paint in the beard. So, you see he still kind of has a little red beard like the wood is red, but I say for a little bit of extra paint we put in, we might just make out his little beard and his mustache so it kind of shows in a way, and then, just get a little bit of extra work put into the piece and kind of work our ways along to make it so it's going to be fun little artsy work, I say, and just kind of put in some little detail here and there, kind of make it so we kind of come along here with the little mustache, kind of put a little something in, come down to where we just get the little extra place in, and you see how the little white of the beard contrasts from the vanilla of the cuff. So we kind of get the little paint right in, make it kind of go its own little way, and you see that there's going to be a little drying up to do here when it comes to a little bit of a piece of a carving just like this, I say, and make it so it's going to come out just the popular way it kind of really will need to be. So get along here, take along the little mustache and beard, and just kind of take the work on to another level. So I say with this, it's going to be good that this video gets to come out when it does, and I say just put a little bit of a good little pizzazz into a piece, just make it so it's going to come out white as snow, and I say just like the old leper, when somebody became leprous in the Bible, they became white as snow. So, with this little thing in mind, we kind of got the little beard painted in. Probably going to come back, retake little steps once or twice just to kind of get things into a good little, nice little shape we need to have them in, just to make them see what we all want to see with what we have here in mind, taking care of little bitty matters that will bless us all indeed. I say this little Santa Claus has just come out so good, and I say there's going to be more steps to take further along, so that is as far as we will go for this video, and next thing you know, we'll be coming back to put a little bit of some flesh on the hands, and that's going to be it. Thanks. For this very moment, we're just going to be a little quick about something. We're going to take a little peach paint and kind of paint the hands of this French Perre Noel. So that's just one thing that we come across here, just to kind of put a little bit in, and this is kind of the way we've sort of started out here, and just kind of got a little bit of extra to put right in, make it so it's going to be just a fine dandy little piece to kind of come and work along with, and I tell y'all that for just what we've got here, we're making just a quick step just to get a little paint along, make the hands a little peachy paint flesh colory, and kind of put the little steps right in to do what we must do. And I'll tell you all that for this little step, it's not going to be a whole lot to do, so kind of got to get it spread and even a little bit, and then just kind of the way it comes, just like that. And when it comes time to do the next part of the video, we will paint in some eyes and some eyebrows and work on the eyes a little more. So thank you all for dropping on, and I'll see you in the next part. Apart from what I said in the previous section, I have decided it gets to be a moment when we can take a little bit of this cream colored paint and decide to work on the bottom of the cloak and just kind of put in a little extra along this place with what we have here. Make so it's going to be just a nice little color for us. I say just see how we make a little design out of this to try to remove all the little access places where we just have a lot of bare wood. Take it along, just kind of paint the area clean, and just I say just put in little bits kind of like oh around the ruffle. And as of how we get that done with this, I say it's going to be great once it gets all really turned out just to be fine little piece of work we have. I tell y'all, I say just one little dadgum piece of work this comes out to be, and so we just kind of get it all together in this fine little look of a place. So here's where we come along with that, and I say that there's going to be one where finally we will get along and paint the eyes a little bit. So for this moment, that was what I wanted to share, and we'll be on next. So now there shall come the point in the video where we're finally going to paint the eyebrows and the eyes. First of all, we take a little white paint and make these little semicircles here to make the eyebrows. And I will tell you all that when it comes to making the eyes themselves, there's just kind of a little bit more caution you kind of have to use. I say just put in a little place where there's like a little half circle and paint it right in like that. Make another place where there's just got too much on there, and make a little half circle and just I'd say paint it in just like that, because that's how we just want these little eyes to turn out to be for what we do in the good in us and what we have. I say just make it so it's going to be a nice little figure here. And that is what I have to show for now. Thank you all very much. We'll come back and paint a little circles in them as well. Well, we might even make this section a little bit long enough just to kind of get a little bit of some eyes in place and kind of just put them right in the spot where we kind of, I say, just need them to be. And we're using a little bit of brown. It's kind of like Mississippi mud brown to kind of make these eyes, because you know the French Perre Noel in a book that I read had brown eyes simply because it had a blue uniform. So I say with this little thought in mind, we kind of got to put all this right into its own little place to see what we're going to have in a nice little eyeball for a good little Saint Nick of Perry Noel from France. And I'd say with what we got here, we just got that last little step in, and when it dries, we're going to come out and burn in a little more. And one final step, we've got a little wood burner here, and we're going to put in the pupils of the eyes. You see where the brown paint is? Just one little dot with the little wood burner here, and that makes a little pupil. And likewise for the other eye, we've got it right in. It's going to be a good piece there. And thank you all so much. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.